You're listening to the all-new Grindtime Sports Talk in the Mornings with Baldhead and DB. Check us out Monday through Friday on the Grindtime Media Network.
Grindtime, top of the morning, DB. What's good with it?
Top of the morning, cuz late nights, early mornings, man. But late nights, early
morning, baby.
Yeah,
Wasn't too late night for your boys last night, though. They played the early game.
They played the early game. What I want to see, I couldn't wait for it, man.
Yeah.
What we all been waiting for.
Right, that's the Lake Show, baby. The Lake Show versus the Pelicans. Showed up again, back-to-back games, because that was actually the last game the Lakers played was against the Pelicans. But see, you got that Lakers on today. That must mean LeBron and them boys pulled it off last night. Lakers go down into the Big Easy, get the game 110-106 over the Pels, send the Pelicans. Well, the Pelicans actually get one more shot at the winner of the 10-9 matchup in the Western Conference to still get in the playoffs as the 8th seed. But the Lakers take that game and they move into the 7th seed to face the Denver Nuggets in the real first round of the playoffs. How your boys look last night, DB?
They looked good. They looked good for a while. They looked good for a while.
For a while?
Yeah. Because I say, in spite of, they looked good in spite of. I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
Because in spite of, we know AD, he tweaked his back. He had a little muscle spasm in the back. The game before. So you can kind of tell it was still bothering him. He wasn't really jumping and moving. He was more so stiff or anything and just putting his hands up.
Yeah,
so
I saw that.
Tell that he wasn't 100%. So other than that, I think I know it would have went different, and the game would have went much better. It would have looked much better. And then
you think that has something to do with the 40 that Zion ended up dropping last night? AD's back.
Yeah, I think he had a lot to do with it. You know what I mean? You can really just look and tell that he was trying not to tweak his back and throw it out or nothing like that to make it worse.
Right.
Trying to buy him some more time, which I feel him and I commend him for actually being out there in an important game and not sitting down and knowing the importance of it. So,
yeah, I do too, man. Let's give AD a bomb drop for that, man. He did do his thing, showed up on the fragile side of the game, dropped 20 points, 15 boards, didn't pass the ball. Bron 23-9-9, almost regular day at the office for Bron. He didn't shoot so well though, 6-20. That didn't look too good, but thankfully nobody other than Zion Williamson showed up for the Pelicans. That was the whole thing. Zion dropped 40. Next leading scorer was Murphy off the bench with 12 points, 11 from Brandon Ingram, who I'm pretty sure the Pelicans been waiting to get healthy. He ain't really doing much anything. The player on the court last night that seemed to be the most confident for the Pelicans was Jose Alvarado. He was out there in D'Lo face, man, just chest bumping D'Lo, man. I mean, he was giving D'Lo some work out there, man. He was making it tough on D'Lo, even though D'Lo had a good game, man. D'Lo pulled off 21, 6 and no rebounds, man, with a big three-pointer in the corner in the face of the Pelicans bench, man. Then turned around and told them boys to sit down, DB.
Yeah, man. That's how you do it, man. You gotta make a statement, and then the fact that they had a little altercation in the beginning, where he tried to get aggressive with D'Lo and everything like that, and and the refs take them up.
He was setting the tone, though. I don't blame him for doing that. He was setting that tone.
It cost him. He tried to set a tone. He couldn't set it too much. You know what I mean? He didn't make much noise. He did. The fact that the fact that they got taked up, and the ref should have never taked up D'Lo from the jump. But
it wasn't D'Lo's fault, huh?
Nah, it wasn't D-Lo fault, man. It wasn't D-Lo fault. D-Lo just being D-Lo. He couldn't handle it. D-Lo came right in the game. He hit three threes in his face.
Yeah. D'Lo got popping early, yep. But don't get me wrong, to Alvarado's credit, like, man, forget that. Let me get in this guy's face. Let me change his energy a little bit. Let me give him some of this. Because that works, man. A lot of times a guy think he finna have a ball game. You get in there getting a little bit aggressive with him and you throw him off. I mean, I could see him seeing D'Lo to be that type of player, man. But I don't know, man. D'Lo was locked in last night. He seemed like by the time the ball did make it his way, because he ain't seem to be trying to force too much. He seemed like by the time the ball did make it his way, he was ready to shoot.
Yeah, he's ready to pull that thing. You know, he shot, and he shot pretty good last night. You know what I mean? Like, he did this thing, 50% from the field goal. He came out the ball, he feeling himself. You know, you saw how he told the bench, sit down. Sit down. sit down. So, man, I shot out to
y'all
D-Lo,
ain't even
man.
out here. Y'all on the bench. Sit down, man. Shut up.
Yeah. And he pointed with it like sit right here. Sit down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I liked it.
Hey, yeah, that was hard. I like that too at D-Lo. You know what I'm saying? That energy, man, this type of energy he brought to the game. I like that, and we just need him to keep that up, man. Continue to do what he do, man, and hopefully just get better. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think LeBron, he did pretty good. But in spite of, like I said, he was getting to the hoop with no problem. He was getting to the hoop, but spin the defense and everything. But the layup, it was just too low. The ball, it'll always go right there on the side of the rim and the backboard. So it never just rolled in. Other than that, the score it would look much different.
I don't know about that, but then I can also play devil's advocate and say the score would look much different even on the win-loss side of the game if Zion don't go out in the end of the fourth quarter with I don't even know what happened to him, man. He balling like crazy, yamming on cats. See that AD ain't really even jumping off his feet. He being very aggressive in the paint. And right at 40 points when the Pelicans was only down by 2 points in the end of the game when it was going back and forth from a tie to a 2-point Laker lead, Zion lead a game? Man, I don't like to call conspiracy, man, but something look kind of weird about that. It's almost like he's like, okay, I got 40. Ain't nobody else on my team showed up today. We right there with the Lakers. Let me go and check out and see if he was extra angry about the injury and all of that, man. It just seemed like acting to me a little bit from Zion. It seemed to me, in all honesty, that he doesn't want to be with the Pelicans organization. I don't really think he care if they advance or not.
You know what? Even with that, I want to circle back to LeBron right fast before I get into that. I want to kind of roll into the Zion thing.
Okay.
The shots he missed clearly would have made a bigger difference and an impact on the game. Now, Zion did ball. He did ball. I give you that. No, he did ball. He did his thing. However, Zion's out there trying to move. Zion out there trying to move like he a point guard, man. You a big boy.
That was the game plan.
Yeah.
He was bringing the ball up in the end of the first quarter when the quarter was about to close out. Zion had the ball at the top of the. That was clearly the game plan, and I saw that from the beginning. DB, it almost worked.
Yeah, but it cost him because guess what? Because now he injured. We don't. Now we gotta figure out what he done pulled or what. Because
I feel you on that.
He could have did anything to his foot, his ankle, anything.
Yeah, but if he wasn't balling like that, do you think they would have even been close? The Lakers been dominating the Pelicans all season.
But that's the problem. And then another thing, if AD wasn't injured like that, do you think they would have won like that? It wouldn't have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta realize that we gotta remember that AD took the push to the back last game
Against the Pelicans.
Against the Pelicans, they kind of curved. They kind of, it bent his back out of shape. You know what I mean? Like he pulled the muscle. So him trying to shake back from that and still have a presence out there. You know what I mean? Like it kind of helped enough, but it didn't make a difference. You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying.
But so that's a good thing. But in Zion not being there, it's a strong possibility that he don't want to be there no more. The fact that, like I said, if it's, I mean, I think he got a pretty good team around him.
I do too.
Considering the fact, you got Ingram, he just returning. He's still kind of injured. He got to get back healthy. You know what I mean? Then you got Murphy to my third. Murphy will shoot his threes, and he got other good little players around him. I think they got a good chance. I don't know how serious this injury could be for him. We just got to find out and see if he's going to be effective to play Sacramento.
Right.
But I think he was upset because he tasted it. It was right there for him, and he just couldn't believe it. Like, dang, man, I get all the way here and get this injury. You know what I mean?
The finish line, man. He at the end of the fourth quarter, like 3 or 4 minutes left.
And the fact that and then he had to go to the locker room, which if it was called out, like, hey, yeah, we can't change this. You gotta go. We gotta go check this out. We gotta.
I think they took him back there just from the way he was beaten. He was mad. He was showing his anger. Put the towel on his head and he slammed the towel up against his thigh. So I think they was just looking at him on the court like he must be feeling something wrong with him. He didn't even waste time right there by the bench. He just immediately went back to the locker room. You didn't see him no more.
Because whatever it was, obviously it had some pressure to him. He just couldn't, and he
just couldn't go. He just knew he couldn't go.
Yeah, he just knew he couldn't go, and then they don't want to risk him.
Yeah, but did you see the play?
I did see the play, and I seen how he came down also, and he kind of came down as if he kind of hurt himself when he did come down.
As soon as he made the basket, as soon as he landed, you saw the grimace from his face. Like a little grimace, but it didn't. I don't know, man. But he a big dude. They basketball players. I don't know. It could have been painful. Maybe he was just trying to hide it a little bit, but then realized that something was really wrong, and that's when he got mad.
Yeah, and realized that, and that's right, and knew he couldn't go no longer. Look how hard he was running. He a big boy.
Yeah, he is for sure.
You know what I mean? Like you running, you gunning, you jumping there like that. Listen, you playing with fire, man. LeBron was a big guy too.
Big boy, man.
And you see how he had to drop weight and you know what I mean, and adjust because it was taking a toll on his feet. You know what I mean?
Zion need to do the same thing. You think ultimately the weight caught up to him at the end of the game and impacted him?
I do. I think he need to break it down some more. But what he's trying to do and how he want to move, I think he can still keep his solidarity and be solid. I think he just need to bring it toned. I think he just need to bring his weight down some more and just tone up more. But the thing of it is, because you got that on you, muscle already heavy.
Right.
You know what I mean? So anything else added on to that, it just gonna make it worse. So he need to break it down some more and finish toning up, kind of get some more, duplicate a little more what LeBron got going on.
Yeah, you need to get him a better dietitian and all of that. Well, LeBron them did get that game, man. They interviewed LeBron after the game about the win against the Pelicans.
So competitive and elite.
Because that's a competitive team with a lot of pride, and we understood after how we had played the last game that they was going to give us everything they had, the whole kitchen sink and the toolbox, and they did that. So it was a gritty win for us, and we punched our ticket to the postseason. So it was a good win.
Yeah, and then they asked him about the next matchup that they have, because since they won, they're the number 7 seed. They got to face the Nuggets in the first round. The Nuggets, who beat them 8 games in a row, including 4-game sweep in the playoffs last year. This is what LeBron had to say.
Of the most important time of year now, you face Denver. Early thoughts on them, and just over this 15-game stretch, what makes you guys ready?
Yeah, I mean, it's the defending champion, and we understand how difficult of a matchup it's been versus them. They're gonna make it tough on them. We gotta try to make it tough on them. So, we're gonna get an opportunity to kind of rest tonight, maybe rest tomorrow a little bit, and then get back into the books and get ready for this first round series. That's gonna be extremely tough on us.
So, do you think that they stand a chance against Denver? Denver's shooting lights out from the 3-point line this year with KCP, Michael Porter Jr., even Jamal Murray when he's in the game. fairly decent three-point shooter. Bron off the bench. Do you think LeBron and the Lakers can defend the three-point line enough to, I don't know, be competitive against Denver? Because I'm not really giving them a shot at all. But I'll just say that just to be competitive against Denver, make Jokic be a little bit more honest in the paint. Because if Denver starts shooting from the perimeter, Jokic gonna dominate AD in the paint.
Yeah, I think it can be stopped understanding what's going on and what they're gonna do and capitalize on it. We gotta address the elephant in the room. We gotta address what they gonna do. We gotta be full aware and be ready to respond to whatever they throw at us. And as long as we know that we can get to that perimeter and protect the perimeter the best way we can to be efficient enough to get the transition to get back down court and score, we got the ball game. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's the thing right there. We gotta be able to not give up second chance points. Get the rebounds and protect the 3-point line. So the thing about it is, it's gonna be a kind of hard game because Lakers love to crash the boards. That I know. You know what I mean? They crash the boards to get the ball. So with you crashing the boards, you know, and if everybody crashing the boards, and then let's just say that Giannis get that ball in his hands, then they got the second chance point. They got the rebound back for a second chance, and then Giannis could potentially possibly get the assist.
Giannis?
Because now, I mean not Giannis, Jokic. Because now everyone is crashing the boards got to get back to the 3-point line.
Right.
And everybody's shooting the ball like crazy now. So if everybody just stick to their man, AD is good enough to hold.
No, he's not. That's what I'm saying. He not. Giannis, bro, he not. Joker gonna give him work down there by himself. If he don't grab his lower back and get up out of the game.
Listen, we can't go off of past tense. We can only go by. We can only move forward to the future and move differently. You know what I mean?
Can't worry about the last 8 games, huh?
That's right. We can't worry about them because anybody that's worried about them, you know what I mean? Like you set yourself up for failure. Like
right.
to know we got to come in and do things differently, and for them to even be expecting the same type of play as last time. Hey, that right there is a minor lose.
Right.
You know what I mean? So our way is to play aggressive. You know what I mean? Even if that's getting Jokic in foul trouble, hey, put him in foul trouble. They still got another big man they got to put in behind Giannis.
Joker.
I mean behind Joker, which we really don't have because Hayes he's too little. He's too little, which we need to do something about that.
They should have signed somebody for the season ended, man. They could have signed somebody that ain't in the league. I don't know why they didn't get Dwight Howard, man, just to sit on the end of the dang gone bench, man.
Just to sit on the end of the bench. I don't know why they didn't do it. I don't know what
it's like they got something against Dwight, man, or something. I don't know, because he definitely still good enough to be in there fronting Joker.
Yeah, and I agree. It's like I don't. It's like. I want to hear the reasons to why you not signing him. Like what is going on? Because like I say, if we can sit back, we not getting paid to do this, and the coach and the draft these players and pay these players, and we can see what you need. Why you can't see what you need?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I would like to see the reasons for what's been going on, to why y'all can't seem to get it right and understand the pieces that you need. Why would you go get a? Yeah, you could have drafted him for a little bit of nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They could have signed. They could have signed Dwight for a little bit of nothing. Dwight is in China somewhere playing basketball. I'm sure he'll come back to the league for the league minimum.
Yeah. So I'm not getting it. You know what I mean? So with that being said, man, that's kind of fugazi to me. But all right, but you know, long as we, like I said, long as everybody come out shooting the ball and protecting the perimeter, AD can hold it down and get his points in the paint. LeBron gonna get him. You know, long as he efficient enough, better game. As long as he played better games he played last night, we good.
He better play a much better game than last night. But they don't have a chance against the Nuggets. But the Lakers do get that game last night or yesterday evening against the Pelicans, 110 to send the Pelicans to the next game against the Sacramento Kings because they won last night against the Warriors to fight for that 8th and final playoff spot. But the Lakers got 7 and they faced the Nuggets in the first round. The other game yesterday were the mighty Golden State Warriors, and yeah, the mighty have fallen. The Warriors lose that game 94 to 118 to the Kings. Kings came out blazing, man. And I'm thinking without Monk, De'Aaron Fox might have a little bit of work in the backcourt. Keegan Murray said, nah, they got me. I'm a rookie, but I'm on my way. I'm well on my way. My daddy was a baller, my brother a baller, and he's actually the best. Other two Murray brothers. Keegan balled last night with 32 points. De'Aaron Fox with, I believe, 23? 22? 24 points. 24 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds for De'Aaron. Barnes not off the bench. Barnes in the starting lineup. Harrison Barnes, 17, 3, and 4. Sabonis, 16, 7, and 12, almost his triple-double, which I told you Draymond wasn't going to have nothing for that boy yesterday. And Steph Curry, 22, 2, and 4, not the best game from Steph, but if you watch that game, you know why his numbers was like that. They had 2 people all over Steph every time he got the ball. The Kings clearly made their mind up going into that game that Steph Curry was not going to beat them. So Steph was 22, 2, and 4. Steph got the ball out of his hands. His co-stars just didn't show up. Klay Thompson, goose egg, 0 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. You almost got to try to do that in as many minutes as Klay played yesterday. The Warriors lose, DB. Is it over for the dynasty? And should Steph want to stay there still?
I don't think it's over for the dynasty. Just off the interview I heard,
Okay.
Steph made a comment that he enjoyed playing with them.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna play with them.
He can't see himself without him.
He can't see himself without him. So that right there says a lot.
It does.
That right there says that, hey man, we're gonna ride this till the wheels fall off, man.
Mm-hmm.
So that right there, even if they come out the bench, that means we got to move some other people.
You think he still want his guys there?
He still want his guys there, so that means move some other pieces around, just to sacrifice and get and keep them and get some other guys in there. Like, hey, we gonna continue to rock out, and if it don't work, it don't work. Then I think that's what's gonna happen. And I don't think. And with that being said, also to answer the question, I don't see Steph going nowhere either. You know what I mean? Because he's not gonna leave him, and he don't want to get rid of him.
Right.
So, I just think that, like he said, he feel like that. He feels like Klay had a hard year. He came to work, but he just trying to shake back. This was
a tough year. Yeah.
He feel like he just needs some more time to shake back. He still got faith in him, and he feel like he can do it. So, I could tell in the game, Klay, he seemed real bothered and real frustrated in those games, which he should have been.
Yeah. Especially as bad as his performance has been. I mean, the last couple of games of the season, I kind of thought he was trying to turn it up. I don't know, maybe he just was, tired of hearing what's been going on, and he just said, forget it, I'm just going to shoot till I can't shoot no more, and, whatever happens, happens. But then the show up last night, man, the play-in, the one and done, the national championship type game, and to lay a goose egg, man, that was crazy. But Steph spoke after the game. They interviewed him, and they asked him a couple of questions about the season.
From there, Sacramento played unbelievable tonight. They played aggressive, and Keegan's making shots. D Fox is creating. It seemed like they got every 50-50 loose ball, offensive rebound, and it was a tough way to end our year for sure, because we've obviously been through so much all year. These last 2 months, gave ourselves a chance to be in this situation where you win one game, then you're right where we expect to be, but we're going home. So definitely frustrating, disappointing to say the least. But you hold your head high knowing there's a lot more in the tank, and for me personally, that's the mindset.
After Klay has a performance as he does tonight,
Yeah, he kept it to himself though. You know, having a lot left in the tank still. That's what he said. I didn't hear him say. He didn't say we have a lot left in the tank as his team. Yeah. So I don't know. I think Steph is insinuating that they need more, that he still has more, that he kind of, to me in that interview was saying, I feel like I should still be playing because I still have a lot left in the tank. But he didn't speak up too much for his guys, man. Yeah, he can't see himself playing without them because he's been playing with them for so long. But does he think that he can win with them at this point in his career? That's the question that I feel like they should have asked. They didn't ask him that. But if I answer it for myself, I think Steph should be ready to go. What about you?
I think he should be ready to go. I think they should just go ahead and send him to the Lakers.
Send him to the Lakers, man. Lakers, the Bucks, the Miami Heat. It's a few teams to me that you put Steph Curry on. First of all, if you move Steph Curry out of Golden State, it's just going to make the NBA look different. You just expect him to be in Golden State. It's gonna look different, man.
I get. So I mean, what do? You really build around? I mean, what do? You rebuild around him? Which is gonna take some time because it's not gonna be a quick build like you would think it would be. So and time he's not LeBron. Time is not on his side like that.
Yeah, he older player, and it's showing.
Yeah, and it's showing. So what do? He has to move around. Mm-hmm. He does. He has to move around. And honestly, I don't think that he's a good fit. And I don't think he's a.
You don't think he's a good fit where?
In Milwaukee.
Oh, in like Milwaukee or something.
Yeah, I don't think he's a good fit in Milwaukee. Just off the strength that Dame is not working. They're the same kind of player. You know what I mean?
More accurate 3-point shooter though. Dame 3-point percentage went all the way down. I don't think Steph. It's so important to Steph to be the best 3-point shooter. I don't think he is a decline like that.
Well, I mean, it half went down, but does that come with with him not being excited to play the game like that?
Right.
Is that what it is? Because that could play a part in it also. But if I think and then, do we want to send him to the Lakers to bust the Lakers up? You know what I mean? Because someone's going. They got to move some pieces around. They gonna pay. They gonna bring in Stephen Curry. You
right.
Know what I mean?
Definitely for sure. Yeah, he definitely gonna require a lot in return to get him on any other team. So I agree with you on that. But like you said, I don't see the go. I don't just see. I said Steph should want to go or just want to be a part of a winning organization. But I don't see Golden State letting him go at all. They'll probably say, look, we'll get rid of everybody and bring you in a new team before we let you go to a new team.
But once again, you can't hold me there.
No, you can't. Well, you can under my contract. He definitely is under contract for a few more years. So you can hold him in that sense. But I know what you're saying. You can't keep him there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't keep him there. So, and if I'm not happy, I'm not going to perform for you like that either. So you're not going to get what you should get up out of me anyway, or what you think you're going to get up out of me. So you might as well just go and let me part ways.
Yeah.
So, and then, like I said, that rebuild is not going to be a fast rebuild to where I'm going to have my team and the way I need it and need it now. So that's not gonna work. A lot, you got chemistry and everything else. You know what I mean? That come in with that, and there's just no way it's gonna happen. That stuff.
Yeah, I feel you. Well, enough talk about the losers. The Kings actually did win the game yesterday. So, how do you think they fare in? Because the Kings win the game, and if they beat Zion Williamson and the Pelicans in the next game, they'd end up the 8th seed. So theoretically, let's just say that they win that game, the Kings are the 8th seed. How do you think that they match up against OKC? You think they could pull it off?
The Kings against OKC, I don't think they're gonna win. I don't think they're gonna beat OKC.
I don't either. Even with Keegan Murray.
Yeah. I think he just had a lucky game tonight. If you ask me, really, I think.
No, Keegan Murray is gonna be that. He gonna be that deal.
Well, I'm not gonna say lucky, but I don't think that game. I don't think he'll be able to do that every game against them. 7 games or
30
out of
points.
7. I don't think he's gonna be able to pull that out. You know what I'm saying? I think last night he probably was in the groove. He was in his bag. He was comfortable.
But but he a rookie in his first play-in game, and he dropped 32 on the Warriors. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it is. But then, especially, I mean, if no one's really worried about him, really, and then,
Right,
you know, and,
for sure.
and our concentration is on Sabonis and
Fox.
you know what I mean, and Fox, it can happen. You know what I'm saying? That was just like your boy Jordan Poole at
when he was in Golden State. Right,
yeah,
absolutely.
So it happens. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Good analysis. Well, yeah, the Kings do take that, and so they got the Pelicans in the next game. They take the game 118-94 over Steph Curry's Warriors. We'll see. We have to see what happens with the Warriors this summer. And so that was the 2 games from yesterday. But tonight we have the other 2 of the play-in games. Game 1 we have tonight is the Miami Heat versus the Philadelphia 76ers. The number 8 Heat, number 7 Sixers. It's still a question, I believe, that if Embiid is going to play because he tweaked his knee in the last game that he played in, and they sat him out for the season finale. If Embiid doesn't play, do you give the Sixers a chance against the Heat to win?
Yeah, I do. I think he will take it if Embiid don't play. I don't think that.
You think Miami will take it?
Yeah. I think Miami will take it. I don't think that Maxi's gonna be enough. Buddy Hield or none of the other players. You know what I mean? They would have to come in dropping 30 and 40-point games out at all times.
But Maxey didn't put up. Maxey been balling though. I expect Maxey, especially if Joel Embiid ain't playing, he gonna have 30 plus points. Maxey gonna have 30. So the thing is, can Tobias Harris show up? Buddy Hield, yeah, just them co-stars. I don't know. Miami ain't no scoring juggernaut. They've been struggling to get over 100 points pretty much. The end of the season, like the last 5 or 6 games I saw, they barely would get over 100 points. If the 76ers come in tonight to score 100, they might beat them without Joel Embiid.
Nah, that's true. But who say that they can't keep him? They can't hold him to under 100 points though. If you know what I mean, maybe Miami can hold him under.
Maybe they shut Maxey down. Maybe they focus on Maxey like they did Steph.
Yeah. It's because defense is everything. You know what I mean? Like, and there's not like a good grit of defense.
Right.
You know. So and this is my thing. I feel like long as these teams keep that in mind, and understand this, and not be so focused on offense, because everybody wants to shoot the ball these days.
Yeah, of course. That's what the check is.
People, yeah, but you know, but your team could be much better if you giving out this the defense you're supposed to put out. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You can shut a lot of you because defense opens up offense. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
One way or another. So long as long as these teams can get through their head and understand, hey, we need to play the top notch defense we can never give out to stop this team. Our offense is gonna come. It's gonna come. So I think that they can beat Miami. I think Miami can beat the 76ers without Joel Embiid on the floor. Yeah.
I'm actually taking this. Go ahead. If they
play
the defense, I'm taking the Sixers either way. I think the Sixers can beat the Heat with or without Embiid. I do. I think Maxey is enough that they won't have a bet. If the Sixers and the Heat take court and Embiid and Maxey out there, then to me, the Sixers got the 2 best players on the court. They got Joel Embiid and Maxey. After that, everybody else comes. Miami don't have a better player than either one of those. So Joel Embiid is almost overkill against just the Miami Heat, but they do need him to guarantee to win, if you ask me, because Miami could pull it off if he's not there.
I agree, and they only got one shot, right?
They only got one shot. Well, no, they get 2 shots. This 7-8. So if they lose, they get to play the loser of the 10-9 matchup, or the winner of the 10-9 matchup for that 8 spot.
Right, for that 8 spot. You know what I'm saying? But you want to exceed. You don't want to go back.
For sure. Yeah, go on get it. Besides, the 8 spot got who? They got the Boston Celtics as the first round matchup. Now, I think I would much rather go in there against the Knicks in the 7 seed. So I think it's very important for both of these teams to win tonight, because whoever wins faces the Knicks. But the Heat and the Sixers face off tonight in the first game of the Eastern Conference play-in matchups. And then the number 9 and number 10 matchup is the Atlanta Hawks and the Chicago Bulls. Hawks number 10, they will visit the Chicago Bulls at number 9 tonight. Who you got, DB? You got DeMar DeRozan, or you got your boy DeJounte and the Hawks? He got Trae Young back.
Kind of hard, man. It is, because seeing the Bulls almost beat the Knicks the other night, went to a double overtime like that. Went into overtime like that. That was a battle. That was a battle, and the Knicks only won by 1 point. The Knicks only won by 1 point, and the Knicks are good.
Yeah, they are.
And you know, the Bulls ain't made so much noise this year, but they still got a decent record, 47-35. It's kind of hard, man. I'm gonna have to go with my mind tell me to go with the Bulls, but I'm gonna go with the Hawks.
You gonna go with the Hawks? You think DeJounte and Trae will pull it off?
Yeah.
Okay. I was kind of leaning towards DeJounte and them, but I don't know. I don't think DeJounte and Trae enough. I don't think they enough. They got Bogdanovich out there, so he good scoring. They got Hunter, decent score. Bulls got a little bit more. They got Caruso, they got DeMar DeRozan, they got Vucevic. They got more firepower. They got 3 or 4 20-point. They got Kobe White. They got 3 or 4 20-plus point scores. They just hella inconsistent, that's all. But on paper, to me, the Bulls should win that game.
I know they got DeRozan. DeRozan got that
dog in him, boy.
Man, he got that dog in him. Yeah, you said it. You said it. He got that dog in him. He do, man.
That boy from Compton.
Yeah. DeRozan, he a good player, man. He can get it done. You know, that's gonna be a good battle, man. Honestly, I really feel like the Bulls could pull it off, man. But I don't know why I'm pulling towards the Hawks. You know, I guess that to me they may be the underdog. They're the underdogs to me.
They are the underdogs. The Hawks are their team.
So I want to run with the underdogs. You know what I mean? Even though I feel like the Bulls could pull it off. You know, I'm gonna go with the Hawks.
Yeah, and I feel like the Bulls should pull it off tonight. But either way, I think that'll be a pretty good matchup tonight. Bulls, Hawks, 9-10. I'll be locked and loaded. I'll be front row for it. And in a few days, we have the Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia fight. I don't know if you got that text I sent you yesterday, man. But Devin Haney slapped fire out your boy yesterday, man. In a heated press conference, man. They in each other's face, going back and forth. Ryan's eyes wide open, like he was scared. I don't know if he was scared or if they talked about the smack and he was just waiting on it or what. Something looked goofy about how he was yelling back at Devin Haney, and then all of a sudden he get the hell smacked out of him, man. And as soon as I saw it, man, I had to send you that fast. I'm like, man, what happened to your boy, man? He letting the taste get smacked out of his mouth, man. He don't look like he gonna be too confident going into Saturday night.
Bruh, that could have went 2 ways. But he pulled that little. See, that's the thing. He slapped him knowing that he couldn't get no get back, and there's gonna be somebody that'll break it up. So he got his little Mickey. He got that little Mickey off. That's coward. That's coward move, man. That's cowardly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it wouldn't have went like that if when nobody around.
It's cowardly, what I mean? But what it do to me, I think it's an advantage to Devin Haney. I think he done smacked you now, man. He got you emotional. You're gonna be a little emotional coming to that fight, wanting to get back from that smack.
You're right, but they can make him a break Devin too, because one way it can go to where he in his head with intimidation, but the other way, like I said, it can go to what
it can light that fire.
I'm finna do something to him. I'm finna do something. They have to get him, put him on a stretcher and get him about the ring. You know what I mean?
Ryan ain't got it in him though.
Hey man, I don't underestimate no man.
I feel you.
I don't underestimate no man, because he come out and he do some strange things to that man. Pause, and you know what I mean, and it can go left. You know what I mean, and everybody looking for Devin to win when that could be Devin last time smacking somebody before they get in the ring. You don't smack no man. That's what you don't do. You punch a man.
I totally agree. To smack a man is you punch him. You be better off punching him. He could take Brother, a man to take a sucker punch better than a slapping. If you slap me, you calling me the B word.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah. You don't slap no man.
Because you slap a female. You don't slap a female for sure. You don't. But I'm saying a slap, if it's going to come from a man, that's who it would be to. So by the time you just slap me, you kind of think I'm soft. Right?
Yeah, right. I understand. You like women slap, man punch. I get it.
That's right.
I get it. Yeah. If you slap me, you think I'm soft.
And so you trying, to me, he just was trying to get him emotional. It worked to me. I think he got him hella emotional because everybody, they talked about that slap all night. Every boxing channel I saw had the slap on there. They had his face turned to the side and Devin Haney's fingers on it. And I'm like, wow, man, this right here, this could create a different vibe going into the fight Saturday night.
Yeah, he gonna pay for that.
Yeah.
He gonna pay for that. I can't wait.
Well, we shall see, man, because we will be in attendance. Grind time. 3-day countdown. Yeah, we'll be out of here this Friday morning for sure. See the fight.
For sure.
All right. That is the Grind Time wrap up for this, what is it, Wednesday? Yeah, this Wednesday, man. Getting lost in a week these days be flying by so fast, DB. Yeah. You can check us out.
Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. You're listening to the all-new Grind Time Sports Talk in the Mornings with Baldhead and DB.
And I am Baldhead. This is DB. We signing off for y'all. Peace.
You're listening to the all-new Grind Time Sports Talk in the Mornings with Baldhead and DB. Check us out Monday through Friday on the Grindtime Media Network.